Space is all we had other than our Earth and the Moon. We once thought that a century of peace could last, but a conflict for the ever-diminishing resources was inevitable. This was to be the final resolution of humanity, but a new hope came from deep space. Oxaltonium, a multi-material asteroid that could be transformed into any element lighter than uranium. It made the world that we now know today.
Platform OA-11, this is the Australian Tether Terminal. Over.
We copy. Systems are being initialized for energy acceptance.
Tethering in 3, 2, 1, and start.
Another 5 minutes and the Oxaltonium will be charged for the next 5 years, though we are being sent down tomorrow.
Yeah, 5 years of nothing happening, how exciting. Unless of course you hurt your arm at some point.
Speaking of it, Virgil, how is your arm?
Getting better, I hope. Once we recharge, new officer will be coming up and I'll be sent down. I just don't get how I could have forgotten to enable the dampening capacitor before opening the hatch to check the fuel containment chamber. The thing flung open and struck me in the arm.
Sometimes I too forget simple procedures myself. A week ago, when I was checking the hangar...
Platform OA-11, I'm getting a different reading for one of your critical system factors. Could you double check? Over.
Hold on, this isn't right. The lens factor is way off with what's on the ground. Suppressing transfer.
Virgil, look. Gravity is being distorted in this upper area here. See if you can see anything odd.
The stars are moving.
What?
Warning. Strong gravitational field detected. Platform is aligned for a low atmospheric orbit.
We only have enough power for 6 hours, and 100 kilometers isn't far if we don't align back with the tether terminal. I'm gonna have to use the side weapons for thrust.
That's the least of our concerns when the cause of it looks like that.
Behind the absence of noise and matter, there is a field of stars and galaxies, and amidst it is a space that used to be void. The anomaly manifested into a device of ungodly power on the scale of the Moon. Its shape does not have a place in our world, nor shows a sign of peace.
We can't sustain altitude any longer, Derrin. Its effect on our local gravity is far too strong.
SWDL is planning an offensive. We need to get the fighters out there and divert all power to the primary weapon.
So what you're saying is...
Yes, Virgil.
Alright, I'll disable the tether and defenses.
The platform faces towards the aggressor as the entire SWDL fleet makes their way. It was too small for it to have such immense gravity, and yet it managed to pull the Moon towards it as though it had some black hole. Nature froze still, but is filled to the brim with wind and an ominous howl from any direction. The anomaly was unmistakable in the crimson sunset. This is our best attempt at defending from what is to come. It is the end of our new beginning. It had found us. It had found its Oxaltonium.